Hello, this is Brighton TV and this is the match preview for Brighton vs Sheffield United. And in our last game against Chelsea, we were very disciplined. We kept them to a 0-0 draw. And Potter, he made some changes. He put Webster and Burn into the side and made a back five with Burn and Veltman as the wing backs. And he ended up dropping Lallana and Maupay. And it ended up working. We limited Chelsea so much. Their wing backs and their front three, some of their most important attacking players, we completely nullified them. We didn't let them have the ball. And our press, we made it so they couldn't go and pass it to them. Whenever Chelsea would try and pass it up the pitch to their midfielders, our midfielders, especially Bissouma, he was able to tackle them and make it so then we could get hold of the ball and just slow the game down. And we made it so Chelsea had hardly any chances. And that first half, very little happened, and it was a great first half from our perspective. And in the second half, Potter made some attacking changes, subbing on Lallana and Maupay, and they gave us some attacking threat. They were pressing well, and we had a couple chances near the end of the game. And Lallana winning the ball back high up the pitch, he had a shot, it ended up going wide. And we had a very similar chance with Welbeck, where he ended up getting a shot, hitting the post. And we were threatening near the end of the game. But right at the end, Ben White made a very smart foul. Chelsea, they were on a counter-attack, 90th minute. Ben White decided to go and tactically foul the Chelsea player, so then they couldn't get a chance to score. And that was great from Ben White to go and stop a Chelsea attack. And Sheffield United, they haven't been on great form. They've lost their last 6 games in a row. But we need to make sure we're on our top of our game to go and beat them. Earlier on in the season, we drew 1-1 and they had 10 men for most of the game. You can't do that. And when you look at our position, a win is probably enough to go and see us stay up in the Premier League for another season. We need to go be on our top of the game to go and get a win versus Sheffield United. And Sheffield United, they play a 3-5-2 and they're more defensive and they're not great scorers. This season, they're the lowest scorers in the Premier League, only scoring 17 goals. We need to take advantage of that. We need to be more attacking, get the players into the box, make sure that we stretch them, make it so it's harder for Sheffield United to even be inside the game. That's what we need to do. And when you look at how we played versus Newcastle, we played a 3-4-1-2 with the wing-backs being part of the front five. We need to make sure we do something similar versus Sheffield United. We need a lot of rotation as well, since that's harder for players to go and mark. So when you have players constantly rotating, constantly creating space, that's how you go create a lot of chances, and that's what we need to do against Sheffield United. And 2 players that we need to watch out for, Oliver Burke and David McGoldrick. And David McGoldrick, his all-round play is brilliant. His ability to press the ball, we need to make sure we're careful round the back when we do play it about, since he's got the ability to force defenders to make mistakes. He's also their top scorer. But Oliver Burke as well, he's extremely fast and he caused us problems when we played them earlier on in the season, and he does give them a counter-attacking threat. So we need to be careful of both of them. And my lineup for this game, I think we should play a 3-4-1-2, and in goal it should be Sanchez with a back three of Webster, Dunk and Veltman. And Webster, his ability to get the ball from the defence and run into the midfield to get a pass is brilliant. He should play. And with the wing backs, it should be Moda and Gross. And I think them two should be wing backs again, since when they play as part of the front five, since we'll have most of the ball, they go and create a lot of chances. I don't see why they shouldn't play this game. And the 2 midfielders, Bissouma and Lallana. Bissouma, as I said, versus Chelsea, he was brilliant, and Lallana as well. His ability in the midfield is great. He's able to create a lot of chances, and all-round play is brilliant. And in the 10 role, it should be Trossard. And when he's played this position where he goes from being a 9 to being a 10 and constantly moving around the pitch in that area, he causes opponents a lot of trouble, and that's why I think he should play there. And the front 2, it should be Welbeck and Maupay. And both of them, their ability to split wide and go in central or wide whenever they need to. They know how to press. And when we saw versus Newcastle, they constantly rotated in a front 5. And that's why I think that's how we should play versus Sheffield United. Do that, we create a lot of chances and we can go and score the goals. And my score prediction for this game, I think it's going to be 2-0, and I think Welbeck and Gross will score. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brighton TV and follow us on Instagram.